Hi, my name is Twisted Little Red and I'm getting ready for Winter Armageddon. All thanks to Jack Link, so thank you so much for sponsoring this video and me attending Winter Armageddon. So before we jump into the vlog, I am cosplaying as Renegade Runner from Fortnite. They're the main skin that I've been gaming with, so I thought it'd be awesome to actually build the cosplay out of EVA foam. So if you've never caught one of my streams, link below. The main genre that I play is horror, and Jack Links wanted to put me to the test and send me inside the Spookers Scare Hall.
And I'm going to take you guys with me, so let's go.
After being absolutely terrified, I went outside and got taken through some archery by the New Zealand Stage and Screen Combat School. More on them later, because even them seeing this, they would go on to let me shoot 2 arrows at once. So what is Armageddon Expo? Armageddon Expo is a New Zealand owned and operated pop culture convention that is held multiple times throughout the year across New Zealand, in cities that include Auckland, Wellington, Tauranga and Christchurch. As you can see, we had a full weekend set up with so many voice actors, on-screen actors, cosplayers and more. And peep the Bumblebee cosplay in the background? Remember him, he's kind of important. So on day 2 of the event, I ended up meeting up with 2 of my friends. We ended up at this gorgeous stall called Sensational Creations, and I'm so glad that the next day when I came back, they agreed to do an interview.
I'm here with
Sonia Howard.
And what is your stall about today?
So we are Sensational Creations and we make fluffy, ridiculous monsters.
Now, there is such an array of different creatures, characters. What is your personal favorite?
Oh, that's a hard one. How
bet.
dare you? I've got to say, I am a fan of the little rat dragons. Just the idea of rats with wings and the amount of mischief they could get into.
Now, is there any that you have regrettably sold?
Yes, the very first one that I sold this weekend actually was this blue little like kangaroo looking dragon, and I got too attached to it too quickly and then it went straight away and I was like, okay.
It's the bittersweet where you love it so much and you're so glad someone else loves it just as much. And how long have you been doing this?
Just over 10 years now. I started in high school.
And also the prints at the front, are they hand-drawn?
So I drew them up digitally and then I print them out and tea stain them individually.
Last question is, what's your holy grail creature to make?
I mean, can I say just a Doctor Who monster on Doctor Who? I really want to work on Doctor Who.
Absolutely.
So any of those.
Yeah, I'm a huge Whovian. I love Tennant and I grew up terrified of the Weeping Angels, which now makes me have a fear of mannequins.
Oh,
so
no.
Can I ask you what your favourite monster is?
The meat.
Oh my god, yep.
On
oh
brand.
my gosh, yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you so much for the interview. And thank you so much to Jack Links New Zealand for not only sponsoring me as a streamer, but for making this vlog possible. Drop your favourite flavour below. So I ended up swapping this one here for the little honey one because it's adorable. Next two stalls are two of my favorites. They have so many wacky and wonderful creations and I almost walked away with this moth. So even though you guys have seen a little bit of clips from day 3, this is officially where day 2 ended and we parted ways with Balin and Beth. Day 3 of Armageddon, I beelined it to the Mighty Ape stall and almost walked out with the Hogwarts Lego. We continued to look around the convention and I spotted a blood angel. I'm here at Winter Armageddon day 3 and I'm here with
Bailey.
And who are you cosplaying today?
I'm cosplaying as a blood angel from Warhammer 40k.
And what made you choose a blood angel?
I've grown up playing it since high school. My friends got me into it and I was like, oh no, that's not going to be cool. And then I read about it and played it and I was like, oh my god, this is awesome. So yeah, I'm very lucky to have this.
How does this feel wearing it? Are you uncomfortable? Are you staying hydrated?
Trying to stay hydrated. It's very warm, but you just feel really strong and powerful when you're in this. And like, as silly as it feels to like fully shift when you're walking, a lot of people running up being like, oh my god, can we take a photo? Like kids are just there like, which is awesome. It's fantastic, honestly.
It's always awesome when you get the kids interacting with it as well, even if they have no idea who you are, just them being able to see someone in costume and think, oh, what could I dress up as next year?
It's fantastic like that. Also, seeing kids light up when I'm like, do you want to hold the gun?
I feel very important. Thank you so much for the interview today, and I will hook you and your friends up with some Jack Links.
Fantastic, thank you so much.
No, thank you. I am here with Bumblebee, and how is it being this tall at Armageddon?
It's quite an unusual perspective because you've got a head up above the whole crowd, so it's quite interesting looking above everyone else and seeing everything that you can see from this high up.
How are you dealing with all of this? Is it heavy? How are you staying hydrated?
Yeah, a lot of breaks. It's quite heavy. It doesn't look like it, but with all the foam that's involved and constantly holding everything up, it does get quite heavy. I've had a bit of practice walking around on stilts and that sort of thing, so it's not too bad.
Oh, awesome. So there is built-in stilts into this?
Yeah, I'm basically about maybe 60 or 80 centimetres up off the ground. The stilts can go even higher, but once you get to sort of like a metre off the ground, it gets a bit dangerous and it's hard to get under doorways.
How much visibility do you have?
Not much. Thankfully, I've got a minder who keeps an eye on the crowds in front of me. But yeah, I'm often quite scared of bumping people with my hands and things like that. So it's pretty much a narrow vision in front of me.
And the last question is, do you like Jack Link's jerky?
Absolutely, love it.
I am here with
Iconic Chaos.
And what is your brand all about?
It's a streetwear brand based on like my art and like my graffiti background. And when I first started, there wasn't many New Zealand brands doing like art vibe stuff. So that's pretty much how it started. There's
so many jackets that are hand painted. What one up here right now is your favorite?
Definitely my Spawn one.
Yeah.
It's easily my favorite. Noticed anyone that I don't like, once I finish them, they end up being my favorite. I kind of just go until I like it. I got to be really creative with the Spawn
Yeah,
model.
the way you create is one of my favorite things. These shoes,
They are hand painted, yes.
and how long would a pair of shoes take?
Can take anywhere from like 10 to 12 hours per shoe.
Oh my gosh. And do you do any customs at all? Like, can people come to you and say, I'm wanting shoes like this or a jacket like this?
I do commission work. Like, I'll be honest, just message me and we can sort something out.
Oh, awesome. And how are you finding being at Armageddon?
I love doing shows. This weekend's been a bit more slower than other years, but I mean, I still get to see people, talk to people, and that's like my favorite part of it, so it's been good.
Awesome. Thank you so much for taking the time to be interviewed today. And the last question is, do you like Jack Link's jerky?
I love it.
Awesome. Well, I will hook you up with a bag. Thank you so much. I am here with...
Kira,
And who are you cosplaying today?
Springtrap from Five Nights at Freddy's 3.
And what made you decide to cosplay Springtrap?
I think it's an interesting character, a dead person in a mascot suit.
How long did this take you to build?
I've been working on the whole thing on and off since November.
Can I ask, what was the most troubling part to wrap your head around how to make?
Oh, good question. Maybe the lights in the eyes. Other than that, the hands are a bit of a pain to work out. They also have electronics in them.
And of course, what did you think of the Five Nights at Freddy's movie?
Fantastic. Definitely made for the fans, which is very enjoyable.
Awesome. And last but not least, do you like Jack Link's jerky?
Absolutely.
Awesome. I will hook you up with a bag, and thank you so much for spending the time to be interviewed today.
Thank you too.
And because I am a natural born archer, I went back for more. I am here with...
Alexander.
And what is your stall?
So we run the New Zealand Stage and Screen Combat School, so I choreograph fights for film and theatre. So if you lived in Auckland, so the Pop-Up Globes, I was a fight director and head of stage combat special effects for all the shows there. Medieval Dungeon in Birkenhead, where we teach all this stuff here. Yeah.
Fantastic. So you teach?
You don't need any sort of prior knowledge of fighting stuff. You can come and do some beginner classes, and you can do sword fighting or archery, axe throwing, all sorts of cool stuff.
What's your favourite production that you've been a part of?
It's still for me Henry V for the Pop-Up Globes. That was
cool.
amazing. It was like I think 15 guys in full plate armour, all fighting each other. We had people fighting with ladders. I made a rig for fire arrows. So we had fire arrows flying into the stage while they were doing sword fighting and loads of blood effects. And yeah, so that was a lot of fun.
And are you at every single Armageddon?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so we're here every year. We're often outside because we take up so much room with all the different activities. So we also do like spear throwing, and yeah, we basically cover the whole area, which is a lot of fun. Shoulders and hips facing this wall here. You're going to hold the bow with your left hand. You're going to pick up the arrow by the knock, this little part here. You're going to feed it this big gap, feed it all the way through there. Push it into the string. One finger below, one finger above, and squeeze like a pair of scissors. Then you're going to stick your thumb up in the air and bring your thumb all the way to your ear. So you're going to bring it all the way to your ear. And you're going to keep your chest up nice and high, chin up, and then look at the target. Draw all the way back, and then let go. Draw it all the way back, and then let go. You've got to keep looking at the target, and let go. Boom. Go for the target, and let go. Boom. Next one. I'm going to shoot two for the last one. Oh my god. Let go. Nice. This is like axe throwing right here. So you're going to harness your inner Viking, okay? You're going to hold the axe with two hands, like this. You're going to bring both hands above your head, and then you're going to throw forward. It's going to spin around it.
How do you get five?
And then it's going to stick in. It's going to be awesome.
If I do it right.
It's going to be great. It's going to be awesome. Throw your head like this. Okay. Back forward like that. Yep, that's it. Oh! That's it, and throw. Oh! Oh my god, she's got it. Next one. That's it, you got it, you got it. Oh! Oh! In the mic. Oh! Yay!
I'm here with...
James.
And tell me a bit about your stall.
So we're a 3D printing company that sort of started as a hobby, and we got inspired by Weta workshops, all the sort of hobbies that you do throughout your childhood and things like that.
Tell me a little bit about what goes into making such a scene as we see here.
So a little bit of insanity, a lot of creativity.
And these seem perfect for D&D nights with friends. I'm just going to quickly move out the way. Please tell me about this giant display behind you.
So this is more of a sci-fi aesthetic. We're using Warhammer 40k figurines at the moment. This came from an idea of doing a volcano-powered factory. Joined like a big lava flow, and then we just sort of built it up from there. Basically, all we want to do is inspire people to want to create things using paints, clay, plastic, you name it, and we just want you to be able to make it.
Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you, Red.
So that's a wrap of Winter Armageddon. Thank you so much to everybody who had an interview with me. I had so much fun. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and also comment below your favourite flavour of Jack Link's jerky. And with that being said, I'll catch you in the next stream.